Hello and welcome to SPX Volatility 411. My name is Dan Deming and I'm with KKM Financial. And today we're kind of ending the quarter here and ending the first half of the year. To this point, we're seeing the SPX up slightly, but we're also seeing the VIX up slightly. And VIX right around the 16 level. I found it interesting that the VIX is holding up here, but I think it's due to the fact that we have some headline risk going into the weekend. So I think that's keeping the VIX elevated here around that 16 level, even though we're seeing the market moderate on the day. And looking at the VIX futures, it's interesting to see that July future really just trading just slightly above parity with the VIX cash, right around the 1610 level. Now you go out to August, you look at 1695, and in September to November, you're seeing a pretty flat curve around the 17 quarter level. But nonetheless, we're seeing, again, the expectations here for the potential for some volatility going into early next week, not only with the G20, but also OPEC meeting next week, and we're leading into the unemployment report later in the week as well. Looking at VVIX, measure implied volatility in the VIX options. Now that's been trending higher this week as well. We saw a low of 82 on Monday. It's around 86, so not up too significantly, but we have seen a steady uptrend in the firmness in the VVIX throughout the week. So again, possibility of expectations for some price movement in the VIX futures leading into early next week as well. I want to point out that as we end this quarter and this first half of the year, we're seeing the SPX up quite significantly. SPX up around 16.5% for the year. So once again, even though we're seeing the VIX here right around 16, which implies on any given day over the next 30 days the expectation for about a 1% move. So you are seeing the VIX really relative to the fact that we're seeing the markets near all-time highs. The VIX is somewhat elevated here given the fact that we're seeing realized volatility, 30-day realized volatility currently running around the 12% level. But next week, I want to point out, holiday shortened week, we get unemployment next Friday. So it's going to be a one-off Friday, low volume potential, high risk for high volatility on that Friday if the market gets something outside of the expectations when that unemployment report is released.